All right, James Kaufman, World News Report today, December 5th, 2024. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had 3 M-class solar flares, basically Earth-directed. We're going to go over those 3 flares and take a look at the space weather that's impacting our planet today. Hope everyone's having a great day. Again, it is December 5th, 2024. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. So our day started off, it looks like, at what looks like 7:09 UTC time. The peak of the first M flare, it was an M1 flare out of Sunspot group 3917. That peaked again at 7:09. That would be 1:09 last night. So that was not facing the United States. Then 3906 actually exploded with a M1.1 flare that peaked at 8:20 in the evening, which is going to be about 1:20 Central Time here in the U.S. Now, we had another larger flare, as you can see here, and that came from 3906. We'll take a look at those. An M2.5 flare, and the peak was at 10:40 UTC time, which is going to be 3:40 Central Time here in the U.S. So they all happened before 11 a.m. We've been fairly silent since that time period. We keep this up. It's not very heavy. We can go in and see. Hey, Tiffany Hartman. We can go in and see. Let me know if you can hear me and see the screen, please. Lots of love if you can. 317 here. So 317 at 7:09, which is going to be really 1:09 Central Time here in the U.S. 1:09 last night, followed by the M1.1 out of 3906 at 8:20, which is going to be really 1:20 UTC time, or Central Time, excuse me, here in the U.S. Then that was followed up by 3906 again, shooting off an M2.5, and that peaked at 10:40, which is going to be 3:40 Central Time here in the U.S. Now, we have a lot of complex sunspots, but they're not that complex. There's no delta sunspots involved in today's report. And that's a good thing. That's where there's only a 5% chance of an X-class solar flare, a 30% chance of an M-class solar flare. Can we please move that to 100? And can we always put C-class solar flares as 100? It's been 4 or 5 months since we ticked below for one day into a B-class baseline flare. Going to leave most of this up. I'm going to increase the size of this. These are the only 7 Earth-facing sunspots on our solar disk right now. Alpha, beta, 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 gamma, alpha. You don't see any alpha, beta, or alpha, delta, beta, gamma, right? You see nothing. No delta sunspots. Of course, the beta, gamma sunspots here, Sunspot 3916 and 3917, are the most complex. But where do we see our activity from? Well, 3917 and 3906. And if you look, 3906 is not even on the list. It must have gone around the limb, and we'll be able to see that very shortly. I was able to pull up Core 1 that's still operating off Soho. This is the European Space Agency, not the USA. The USA's got nothing going on. I'm going to pull up the combo from the European Space Agency. Can you believe that the trillions of dollars that we've spent and the, well, almost $200 billion worth of yearly budgets for NASA and NOAA, they have no spacecraft. We're having to use, this is SOHO. It's owned by the European Space Agency, which I'm sure we fund, right? I'm sure we fund it, but it's sad. All right, into the fourth and then into the fifth, I'm watching the missing time. Lots of missing time there towards the end. And you see the blinking? The blinking is, predominantly known to be a precursor for a major solar flare. Now, it could be that they're turning it on and off, but watch the time here on Core 1, which they're about to get rid of. They don't want Core 1. This is the third, into the fourth. See the blinking? Doom, 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 doom. The star is getting ready to explode, and this only goes into 7 or 8 UTC time, which is going to be 1 a.m. last night. The star is getting ready to either hypernova, supernova, or mini-nova, and they damn well know it. You can tell that from all of this flashing, and I've done articles to explain that to you guys before, and it wasn't even on our star. It was on other stars, which is even scarier. All right. Very heavy program. I'm having to use Gong. What a piece of crap satellite. 3917 is supposedly the sunspot that poured out that huge, solar flare. 3916 and 39, that's because I thought it was 09. 3906 and 17. 06 and 17. So let's go back and look. 3906 is not even on the Earth-facing disk anymore. According to Gong, that means it's probably moved around the far side and being eclipsed by the far side limb, which means these solar flares were much bigger than what you're seeing here. And 17, of course, is this right here. 16 looks very dangerous as well. Can you believe we're having to use chaotic equipment to get this done? I wanted to show you guys. There's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sunspots. 2 of them being beta gamma, no delta class sunspots on the sun. 3916, which we saw activity, and 3917, which it looks like is active. 3909 is not even listed as an Earth-facing sunspot. But if you get here, or 06 even, if you get here, it's 2 of the biggest sunspots we've seen here. And do y'all see a 3906? No. 3906 is gone, girl. Now we do have SOHO, so we'll be able to see those explosions. We're going over to GOES Solar Ultraviolet Imager. We should have coronal winds really stout right now. I would guess 550 kilometers per second. And then we have all this going on here. I guess that we'd have 3 or 4 days of intense solar winds. And this is going to be, 3917. Let me see if I get it right here. 3917 and 3916. 16 and 17. 17 is really the one that produced the bigger flare yesterday. The coronal hole has been Earth facing now for over 40 hours, so we should be enjoying solar winds, i.e. a solar disturbance, i.e. a geomagnetic disturbance. We'll see if that plays true when we get to the Discover satellites. I don't believe anything these people say anymore. You'd have to shoot me into the sun to get me to believe it. What's funny is they were supposed to shoot Apollo Rex into the sun, and they decided against it. Not that I think they could have gotten even close, but I think it would have burned up. All right, make this a little bit bigger. How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, did anyone see the girl and guy? What happened is the actual hitman got his picture taken. So the FBI came in. One of them's a New York Police Department. Boy, are they in trouble. The FBI came in afterwards, see something so funny, and put some girl, maybe Photoshop some girl in the same outfit, no backpack. And I will say some of our add-ons said that even his backpack was not right? Even his backpack was black, where the straps were green. When you saw him in the alleyway, on the sidewalk and on the bicycle, the straps were not black, they were green. I'm guessing both pictures are faked by the FBI. He was being investigated supposedly for, listen to this, antitrust. Well, wait, the government gave United Healthcare their entire government program, the biggest employer in the world. They gave him the program. They also gave him Medicare and Medicaid. So how can they give all that power to one company and then go after antitrust with him? They weren't going after him for antitrust. They were going after him for insider trading. Because as I showed y'all, if y'all watch my update, they made over $120 million selling their stocks before they had to disclose the breach, the hack. And that's where Nancy Pelosi comes in. His defense, all their defenses, chairman of the board, the accountant, the CEO, their defenses were Nancy Pelosi was insider trading too. That's why we couldn't let this go any further than it did. As y'all can see, they've tried to set up so many shit. They get caught at everything. Kind of like the DMC bomber. They get caught at everything. That is Mercury right there. Not the board. And that is a decent sized explosion. See if there's any missing time off of that. And let me say this. The shells that were found at the scene for the United Healthcare guy, those were unspent shells. And when you're using a silencer, you can stovepipe a gun or jam a gun real easily. But the guy was a pro. I won't lie to you. I could have done the same. Obviously, I've worked with firearms my whole life. But he was sent there as a pro. It wasn't someone that was mad. They're trying to blame it as someone that was mad that they didn't get health care insurance. What a total joke. What he was going to do, he was under DOJ investigation for insider trading. They're trying to make it antitrust, but how could it be antitrust if the government gave him all of his contracts? How can it be antitrust? They gave him all the Medicare, they gave him the government health care insurance, right? And then you're going to run antitrust on me? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to testify in front of Congress that Nancy Pelosi made trades after we disclosed the breach, as all of them did. They made, and look at my last report, they made over $110 million selling their stocks before the crash. Nancy kind of got screwed, but she ended up making $70-something million. So I guess she didn't really get screwed. She screwed us. She just bought some options that are 100 times the one option you buy. And even though she lost all of her money off the first purchase of options, the second purchase paid for all of that, and she made 44% on both those trades. Combined. I'm so tired of these people. I know what's going on. So, somebody told me today, everyone knows that you're what am I, an asset? It was worse than that. Anyway, if you read the comments, all these people think that they know what I am. What I am is someone that knows the truth, and I'm not afraid to tell the truth, right? You can call me an asset. You can call me anything you want to. Doesn't matter. You're who you are. I'm who I am, and my word will always ring true because it's gonna be the truth. So, D-Region Absorption Prediction Center. Gosh, I wish I could remember. And it's what the gunman was. That's what he called me. And that's fine. I'm used to it. I'm getting tougher skin as we go. And they talked about my handlers. I'm thinking, gosh, if I had any handlers, I'd be really, really excited. But no such luck. We all know you're not an asset, but it was a little bit more nice than that. But this guy was serious. All right, move on. So we do have this is from the first, so they can't even update Soho. This is actually, Soho's owned by the European Space Agency. It has not been updated since the first, guys. I just pulled this up. How embarrassing. Has nothing to do with the computers at Stanford. Only STO, AIA, HMI did, right? Now we can't even get a Soho feed. No Soho feed. What does that tell you? Something bad is going on that we're not supposed to see. They were already hiding everything anyway, right? All right. Let's see what really happened. I've got to go to the satellites to see. It's going to be hard for them to screw up Discover Satellite because it's launched. Although, see how everything's in blue here? That means our shields are up. Well, why are our shields up is the question. There should be no reason. Solar winds never pass over about 475 kilometers per hour. Temperature remains medium to low, and plasma, high points of plasma, well, they stay way below 10 because 10's way up here, right? Why are the shields up? It's the first time I've seen the shields up with no space weather hitting, and then I see a crossover here and a crossover here, which actually to me looks like space weather, right? It does. We're actually going to, at that point, have to take a look at the back side of the world as usual. Let's see here. Why they didn't come up? There we go. Now, I haven't looked at this yet, so we have to look at it together. Whoa, I'm already seeing pressure on the backside. Backside, look. So, in this model, just FYI, for everybody that's new, Earth is moving to the left to the left at 67,000 miles an hour, also moving directly at you. The white part here is the sunlit side. That changes every minute. It spins 360 degrees in 24 hours. The gray area around here is our atmosphere. We're moving to the left, orbiting the sun at 67,000 miles an hour, according to mainstream science, not me. And then this is coming at you, Earth's coming at you on these cut planes at 544,000 miles an hour. So not only is it rotating, it's actually coming at you too, moving away from the Big Bang, being pulled by the sun. And what do we see? There's no bow shock up here. There's a rear shock. And I knew this would be the case. So we have another something in play here. If y'all haven't figured it out, we have something in play here. You can't have an ebbing effect. You know, NASA kicked me off their Facebook page when I told them that you can't have an ebbing effect unless the bow of the boat, because I own boats, has been hit by water. You can't get pressure coming around to hit the back of the boat without the bow hitting pressure in the front. And they knew I was right. They couldn't prove me wrong. What they do? They kick me off of their Facebook page. Ask them about this if y'all can get on. Ask them, why do we have so much pressure on the backside of Earth if the Earth is moving the opposite direction at 67,000 miles an hour? And when they say ebbing effect, well, ask them, shouldn't we see a bow shock and then the water run around the back to have an ebbing effect? Of course we should. Of course. I can show y'all even worse things. These winds here, they're going 2.3 million miles an hour to the left. Remember, Earth's only moving at 67,000 miles an hour to the left. You want to see how ugly this gets? 2.3 million miles an hour to the left. Let's watch. You'll see the green come into play. The green are winds, look at this, off the chart, 2.3 million miles an hour to the left, passing Earth here. You see it? You see it up here? If y'all can't make out what a legend means, I can't help y'all anymore. But I'm trying my best. All right, so shields are up. Makes no sense. Plasma, there's no plasma anywhere near space weather thresholds. No solar winds anywhere over. Let's get the highest one we can. 499. There's no space weather there. And temperatures are moderate to low. All right, what do we see today on our KP indexes? Our Boulder KP index, we see nothing. Nothing happened today. Nothing was predicted for today. Fredericksburg, same, nothing. Same with the estimated planetary index, the one they just beefed up, and our most sensitive index at Boulder University, high up, over 1.5 miles higher than sea level. Nothing whatsoever, period, right? Nothing. All right, so we have to go to the ESA, don't we? So it looks like the ESA got hit by who knows what here. By who knows what. On the 3rd, today's the 5th, and they saw we saw nothing. We watched Discover and Ace the whole time. And let's get to today, the 5th. No one's updated this crap. I mean, this is the work week. Why has this not been updated? It's not like it's the weekends. and they have us seeing 20 centimeters cubed of plasma. We didn't get over 5. They have solar winds at pretty much 310 the whole day. 310 the whole day. Let's see what really happened. Hey, even I need a refresher course, right? Let's see what really happened today with solar winds. And where did they go? 325 would be down here. We went up to 500, started out at 450, and ended the day, well, let's be fair, ended the day at 415. They've got them at 310 down here where my cursor is. So they totally screwed that up too, right? Everything's screwed up. Now, I want y'all to know what the purple or pink means around these planets. That means that Earth has a geomagnetic connection right now to Jupiter. So that 7.0, I called that. If y'all just listen to any of my reports, I said when Jupiter and Uranus are behind us and Mercury moves in front of us in between the sun, right? Wow, I mean, when the moon moves around in, my guesstimate is 11 days. It's a 28 day moon cycle, and we're about 3-4 days into it. We need to go halfway around 11 days. 11 days, we're going to see another big earthquake. The reason we had the big earthquake here is because there's a perfect lineup. These are geomagnetic connections. Even to Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, the gas giant. Hey, we regularly need the moon here, but we don't even need the moon when Mercury comes right into line with Jupiter, Earth, and Mercury and the sun. And look, still a huge connection to Neptune and Uranus. Hey, let me just say, that's what I called out. I told y'all this would happen as soon as this occurred. When those gas giants got behind us, I told y'all we would look at an uptick with volcanic and earthquake activity. We're going to be doing an earthquake and volcano update here in about 20 minutes. I hope y'all join me. And hey, you know what? More than that, I hope y'all learned something. And please share my videos because YouTube hates me. They hate the truth. Someone thinks that I work for YouTube and that I'm leading y'all along like puppets. You know what I'm really doing is I'm giving y'all the truth. And a lot of people can't handle the truth. And they're playing on, these are bots or professionals playing on your emotions. Playing on your emotions because they know ignorance is bliss, and you'd much rather be ignorant and bliss than have to deal with the real reality of what's going on. Now, with that said, we'll see you back real soon. I need y'all to share this video. I will make it parody and put a title in it, etc. over the next 20 minutes, or you can share it as is. I care less. There's enough information here that anyone should appreciate being able to enjoy the information. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Share, subscribe. Always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World. You're right, I am brave. You know, they want me. They already took one of my eyes. You know, I got to where I was meeting my friends tonight, and there were 2 FBI cars. And so I was strapped, but I walked up real close to them to make sure they were, in fact, FBI cars. And they both were. They were there because they heard me. I was meeting my friend. so I could only have 2 drinks and order some food to go, just for safety reasons. They were there waiting for me, maybe over the Jerome deal, but they also know that my phone has not moved. I called Jerome again today. He's lost his number now. So they know that I've not been a mile or 2 from my house in a month. But someone's got it out for me. It could have been Nancy Pelosi and them. I walked right up to their cars, and I could see the lights on either side and looked at them to see if I'll look in their window and see if they have last time I did, they had my face on their computer in front of my house here. It's a black Suburban. I went around back of them and came up and looked through it. And they were so stupid in there. They had my face up on their computer, the black Suburban. I just looked at them. What can I do? Nothing. When you have the whole government after you and people think that I'm an asset, shit, I wish I was an asset. At least I'd be getting paid, right? Getting paid. God bless you guys. Did anyone buy me a fucking cup of coffee? And I will use the F word there. Someone, please buy James some coffee. It's gotten to be ridiculous. I put my whole ass on the line for you guys every day. I'm the one that got Trump to drop that loser and drop it like a mic, right? No super chats, no super thanks, no super nothing. No coffee. Some lady said, it's free information. Why would I buy you a cup of coffee? I said, bitch, because I did answer. I bought 3 mics, 4 mouses, 3 computers. I paid for the electricity. I paid for 3 programs at $40 a month. That's why. And if you think my time's worth nothing, well, go yourself. Thank you, Dale. Always in the house. I did tell that bitch that. If y'all want to go look at the comments, it's still in there. I almost kicked her off the channel, but for me, it's more enjoyable. We say, Kat, we're going to be back. We're going to be back. It's more enjoyable for me to make her grind. I said, gosh, ignorance is bliss, man. Ignorance must be bliss, right? Yeah. Just the 3 programs I paid to do this are $120 a month. And she said, your information's free. I would never buy you a cup of coffee. Boy, y'all can imagine my response, right? I wanted to make a list and paddle her, but I'm not her parents, so I can't do that. She looked like a grown-ass woman, so she must be from California or somewhere really dumb. We're gonna do earthquakes because we got a big swarm of earthquakes and volcanoes are just shooting off. I think that everything is based on this lineup that we're looking at right here. The earthquake today, the volcanoes probably an all-time high, and I did call this out. I think tomorrow could be just as bad. And about 10 days from now, which would be the 15th, I did call that date out as well, December 15th, could be an awful day when the moon gets involved. Depends on how fast Mercury moves. Hey, thank you all. Thank y'all for the super chats. Means so much to me. You know, even $1 means, even if I get 50 cents from YouTube, it means so much to me. You'll have no idea. It makes me keep fighting because someone appreciates how hard I'm fighting for you guys. Daryl mostly, and Mike, and some other people. Thank y'all. God bless. We'll be back in about 20 minutes by about 9 with a really, really crazy earthquake volcano report. It's going to blow your minds. I think we could be in big trouble. big trouble. God bless. Always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.